I'm going to throw out some veterans that I'm going to list them not in no particular order, but like veterans that I think are possibilities for the Cleveland Browns. Kirk Cousins would be number one because Kirk Cousins has one of those contracts where he is going to get cut by Atlanta, and whatever, if he signs for the league minimum, Atlanta is still paying him most of his contract. So I think Kirk Cousins, former Minnesota Viking who played for Stefanski.
Cousins, I like that.
So I think Kirk Cousins, even though I know he's coming off Achilles, but he has had a nice NFL career. So is he a nice bridge quarterback? If you draft a rookie or if you do not draft a rookie, he's not the future, but he's a possibility. Do you bring Joe Flacco back? That's a possibility.
He'd be open to it. No bridges burned.
Yeah, exactly. Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
You like Aaron Rodgers?
Everything on red for Aaron Rodgers.
You think Aaron Rodgers might be a Cleveland Brown
for this year?
Okay.
Like not going forward. But
yeah.
A year where we build the draft around defense and offensive line. Aaron Rodgers manages to gets us to 10-7 season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool.
I mean 10-7. That'd be awesome if he can get to 10-7. So okay, that's a possibility. Matt Stafford. This is not realistic to me, but he has been rumored. But I think Matt Stafford will be playing for a different team next year, but I don't think it'll be the Browns. But I had to put him on the list because his name's been floated. Russell Wilson.
Not a chance.
No?
He's in that same group of somebody we already have on our staff.
I agree. Daniel Jones. No? I think Minnesota probably brings him back if they don't re-sign Sam Darnold, but we'll see on Daniel Jones. I feel like in the NFL, like I don't know the salary structure, but I feel like quarterbacks either make over 30 million or like less than 10 million. And he's a guy, if you could get him on the cheap,
maybe
he's got some upside. And I would rather go with Daniel Jones than Aaron Rodgers at this point of his career. There's a good chance
he's a lot like Flacco. I think there's more upside with Aaron Rodgers, but I think if your costs are too high, that's not worth it.
Okay.
Where I think Flacco is a really safe bet because I think he's going to be both cheap and he's sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Malik Willis. He's a guy that went in the third round to, ironically, Tennessee a few years back. Tennessee traded him to Green Bay this past year for a 7th rounder. Malik Willis looked pretty good with the Green Bay Packers when Jordan Love was out. So I put him on the list as a possible guy you could maybe trade for a mid to late round draft pick. Is a very mobile guy, but decent quarterback. He's more of a backup to me than a starter, but if you can get him for a cheap price, it might be worth a flyer. So any thoughts on him?
Meh.
No? Okay.
Just meh.
Yeah, he doesn't get y'all warm and fuzzy inside. Justin Fields. Possibility. I know the Steelers do like him and would like to keep him around, but I don't know what his prospects are. So any thoughts on Justin Fields?
Strategically, no. Heart, yes.
Okay. I just think every year he has been in a bad situation in the NFL. The Bears, no offensive line. They finally started accumulating skill players, and then they get rid of them and draft Caleb Williams. Another guy, this is a former Michigan quarterback, then he transferred to Tennessee, was drafted by New England last year, but he's going to be New England's backup, and he's a rookie as well, or was a rookie last year, so second year, Joe Milton. He's a guy with a big arm. Might be worth taking a flyer on. I don't know. So
not my first choice, not my 7th choice.
And then finally, do you bring Jameis Winston back?
100% no. Like he had some. All right, so you had Joe Flacco, who was sort of like a 70 out of 100.
Yeah.
Winston was like a 40 out of 100. So if I'm given the choice of the two, I'm going Flacco every time.
Okay. All right, that's fair. And I mean, Jameis Winston to me is a little bit younger version of Joe Flacco, but he's more mistake prone. But Jameis,
But there were similarities.
there
like
were.
you-
I mean, they made it exciting.
heck yeah.
There's no doubt. So, I don't know. We will see as the world turns with the Cleveland Browns. There's a lot of possibilities, but I think the Browns maybe whole quarterback room will be new next year.